In the vast, intricate tapestry of life on our planet, there exists a group of creatures that has mastered nearly every terrestrial habitat imaginable. They are the arachnids, and among them, the spiders stand out as one of the most successful and diverse orders of animals. With over 50,000 known species and countless more yet to be discovered, they represent an astonishing evolutionary triumph. From the highest mountain peaks to the deepest caves, from arid deserts to lush rainforests, these eight-legged architects and hunters have woven their stories into the very fabric of our world. This journey will take us deep into their complex lives. We shall explore the major families of spiders, each with its own unique set of skills and strategies for survival. We will witness the patient artistry of the Orb-Weavers, the relentless pursuit of the wolf spiders, and the cunning ambush of the Trapdoor Spiders. We will examine their extraordinary behaviors, from intricate courtship rituals to remarkable maternal care, and understand their vital ecological role as nature's most prolific pest controllers, maintaining a delicate balance in every ecosystem they inhabit. Prepare to look closer than you ever have before. Spiders are found on every continent except Antarctica, thriving in almost every niche that the land has to offer. They walk on water, glide through the air, and live unseen beneath our feet. Their story is one of adaptation, resilience, and ingenuity. It is a story that unfolds all around us, often unnoticed. So, let us now part the veil of silk and step into the extraordinary and often misunderstood world of spiders. Here, in the quiet light of dawn, a masterpiece of natural engineering is revealed. This is the work of an orb-weaver, a member of a family renowned for creating the iconic wheel-shaped webs that are so familiar to us. These structures are not merely beautiful, they are precision-engineered traps designed to capture flying insects with lethal efficiency. The silk, produced from the spider's spinnerets, possesses a combination of strength and elasticity that rivals our most advanced synthetic materials. It is a testament to millions of years of evolutionary refinement. The construction of such a web is a daily ritual for many orb-weavers. Under the cover of darkness, the spider begins its work, first establishing a bridge line from which the entire structure will hang. Then, with painstaking care, it lays down the radial spokes and the non-sticky auxiliary spiral. Only then does it lay the final sticky capture spiral, a perilous task requiring immense coordination. This nightly reconstruction ensures the web is always at its most effective, as the adhesive properties of the silk can degrade over time with exposure to dust and sunlight. Once the trap is set, the spider often retreats to a nearby leaf or the center of the hub, maintaining contact with the web through a single signal line. It waits, its legs tuned to the slightest vibration. When an unsuspecting fly or moth blunders into the sticky threads, the vibrations travel instantly to the waiting predator. The spider rushes out, its movements swift and sure, to immobilize its prey with a quick, venomous bite before wrapping it securely in a shroud of silk, a meal for later. Their role in the ecosystem is profoundly important. By preying on vast numbers of flying insects, including many that we consider pests like mosquitoes and flies, orb-weavers perform an invaluable service. They are a crucial component of the food web, regulating insect populations and in turn, providing a source of food for birds and other predators. Their presence is a sign of a healthy, balanced environment, a silent, silken guardian of the air. On the forest floor, a different strategy is at play. This is the domain of the wolf spider, a robust and powerful hunter that forgoes the use of a capture web altogether. Instead of waiting for prey to come to it, the wolf spider actively seeks it out. Its strong, long legs carry it swiftly across the leaf litter, and its excellent eyesight, provided by a distinctive arrangement of 8 eyes in 3 rows, allows it to spot and track potential meals from a distance. It is a creature of perpetual motion, a nomadic predator in a miniature wilderness. Unlike the patient ambush of its web-spinning cousins, the wolf spider's hunt is a dynamic pursuit. It relies on a combination of speed and strength, often running down its prey, crickets, grasshoppers, and even other spiders, with a surprising burst of acceleration. Once within range, it pounces, overpowering its victim with its formidable chelicerae. This active, searching style of predation means it can exploit a wide variety of food sources, making it a highly adaptable and successful hunter in grasslands, woodlands, and even our own back gardens. Perhaps the most remarkable aspect of the wolf spider's life is its dedication to its young. After mating, the female constructs a silken egg sac, which she does not abandon but attaches to her spinnerets. She carries this precious cargo with her everywhere she goes, defending it fiercely against any threat. You can often see these determined mothers scurrying across the ground, their white or bluish egg sac trailing behind them like a cherished possession, a testament to their unwavering maternal instinct. When the spiderlings finally hatch, their journey with their mother is not over. They clamber out of the egg sac and onto her back, where they will remain for several days, sometimes numbering over 100 tiny passengers. The mother carries this teeming brood, providing them with protection from predators and the elements until they are old enough to disperse and fend for themselves. This level of parental care is rare among spiders and showcases the incredible diversity of behaviors found within this ancient lineage. In the warmer climates of the world, from the American deserts to the Asian rainforests, live the giants of the spider world, the tarantulas. Their large, hairy bodies and intimidating appearance have made them stars of folklore and film, but the reality of these creatures is often far more placid. Most are nocturnal hunters, spending their days in silk-lined burrows or crevices, emerging as darkness falls to seek their prey. They are masters of the patient ambush, a quiet, powerful presence in the night. Their hunting strategy is one of stealth and power. A tarantula will often wait near the entrance of its burrow, its front legs resting on the surrounding silk threads, which act as an extension of its senses. When a cricket, beetle, or even a small lizard or mouse wanders too close, the vibration alerts the spider. In a sudden rush, it lunges forward, sinking its large fangs into its victim. The venom, while potent for its prey, is typically not a serious threat to humans, with a bite often compared to a bee sting. One of their most fascinating defense mechanisms does not involve their fangs at all. Many New World tarantulas are covered in special barbed hairs known as urticating hairs on their abdomen. When threatened by a potential predator such as a coati or a skunk, the tarantula will use its hind legs to vigorously rub its abdomen, flicking a cloud of these irritating hairs towards the aggressor. These hairs can cause intense itching and irritation to the skin and mucous membranes, providing a powerful deterrent and allowing the tarantula to make its escape. Despite their fearsome reputation, tarantulas are remarkably long-lived, with some females known to live for over 20 years. Their slow metabolism and sedentary lifestyle contribute to this longevity. They are a vital part of their ecosystems, acting as significant predators of insects and other small animals. They are not the aggressive monsters of myth, but rather slow-moving, secretive giants that prefer to retreat from danger, a gentle and ancient lineage of spiders that commands respect rather than fear. Here, on the sun-drenched surface of a leaf, we find one of the most charismatic and visually oriented of all spiders. This is a jumping spider, a member of the family Salticidae, which is actually the largest family of spiders, containing over 6,000 described species. They're immediately recognizable by their large, forward-facing principal eyes, which give them an almost curious and, intelligent expression. These eyes provide them with exceptional full-color vision, a rarity in the arachnid world. And it's this sense that they rely on to navigate their world and hunt their prey. They're active diurnal hunters, constantly exploring their environment with sharp, jerky movements. Unlike their web-building relatives, they don't spin webs to catch food. Instead, they're stalkers. Using their superb vision, a jumping spider will spot its prey, often a fly or a gnat, from many times its own body length away. It then begins a slow, deliberate approach, moving with the stealth of a miniature cat, using any available cover to remain undetected by its quarry. When it gets close enough, the true spectacle begins. The jumping spider anchors a silk drag line, a safety rope, before gathering its powerful legs. It then launches itself through the air with astonishing speed and accuracy, pouncing on its unsuspecting victim. This acrobatic leap is powered by a sudden change in hydraulic pressure within its legs, which is, honestly, a biological marvel that allows for these incredible feats of athleticism. The dragline ensures that if it misses its target, it can simply climb back up and try again. Jumping spiders are also known for their vibrant and often iridescent colors, especially in the males, who use them in complex courtship displays. The male will perform an elaborate dance for the female, waving his brightly colored legs and palps in a mesmerizing ritual. Their combination of intelligence, remarkable vision, and dynamic behavior makes them one of the most engaging groups of spiders to observe. tiny acrobats that turn every leaf and flower into a stage for their dramatic lives. Hidden in plain sight, a predator waits. Perched motionlessly on the head of a flower, what might at first appear to be part of the blossom itself is, in fact, a crab spider. They're named for their somewhat flattened bodies and their front two pairs of legs, which are longer than the others and held outstretched to the sides, giving them a distinct crab-like silhouette. This posture isn't just for show, it's the ready stance of a patient and deadly ambush hunter. The primary strategy of the crab spider is camouflage. Many species, particularly those in the genus Misumena, possess a remarkable ability to change their body color over the course of a few days to match the flower on which they're hunting. They can shift between white, yellow, and sometimes a pale green, allowing them to blend in seamlessly with their surroundings. This masterful disguise renders them virtually invisible to their prey and to their own predators like birds and wasps. They don't build webs, instead they use the flower as their hunting ground. An unsuspecting bee, butterfly, or hoverfly, drawn in by the promise of nectar, will land on the flower, completely unaware of the danger lurking just millimeters away. With its front legs held open, the crab spider waits for the perfect moment. When the insect is within reach, the spider lunges with surprising speed, grabbing its victim in a powerful embrace and delivering a swift, venomous bite, often to the neck or head, that quickly subdues prey much larger than itself. This lifestyle, so intimately tied to the life of flowering plants, makes them important players in their ecosystems. By preying on pollinators, they can influence the reproductive success of plants and help to maintain a balance in insect populations. They're a perfect example of specialization in the natural world, a creature that has honed its appearance and behavior to become the ultimate floral assassin, a beautiful and deceptive hunter hidden amongst the petals. In the damp, sheltered corners of the world, from woodlands in Australia to basements in North America, another type of web-building specialist makes its home. This is the funnel web spider. Their webs aren't the delicate aerial traps of the orb-weavers, but dense, sheet-like structures that narrow into a silken tube or funnel, which serves as the spider's retreat. This funnel is often hidden within a crevice, under a rock, or in thick vegetation, providing a secure and concealed base of operations. The flat sheet of silk extending from the funnel's entrance acts as a sprawling tripwire system. The web isn't sticky, instead its purpose is to entangle the feet of wandering ground-dwelling insects like beetles and crickets. The spider waits deep within its funnel, its legs resting on the silk, sensitive to the slightest disturbance. When an insect stumbles onto the sheet, its frantic struggles send vibrations telegraphing its exact location to the waiting predator. The response is immediate and honestly, incredibly fast. The spider bursts from its retreat with startling speed, racing across the web to seize its prey. It then drags the captured insect back into the darkness of the funnel to be consumed in safety. This combination of a permanent, well-defended retreat and a large, sensitive trapping area makes the funnel web strategy highly effective for capturing terrestrial invertebrates that might otherwise evade an aerial web. It's crucial to distinguish between the many harmless funnel weavers found worldwide, like the common grass spiders, and the notorious Australian funnel web spiders of the family Atracidae. These specific spiders, particularly the Sydney funnel web, possess a potent neurotoxin that is medically significant and can be dangerous to humans. The development of a successful antivenom has been a triumph of medical science, turning a potentially fatal encounter into a treatable one. This really highlights the importance of understanding the specific species within these broad groups. In the quiet, undisturbed corners of our own homes, in sheds and under furniture, we often find the work of another common spider family, the Theridiidae, or Cobweb Spiders. Their webs are a far cry from the geometric perfection of the Orb-Weavers. Instead, they construct a three-dimensional, seemingly chaotic tangle of silk threads. This messy appearance is deceptive. It is actually a highly effective multi-level trap for crawling and low-flying insects. The web is composed of sticky gum-footed lines that anchor to the ground or a lower surface. The strategy is simple yet, honestly, pretty ingenious. When a crawling insect, such as an ant or a beetle, walks into one of these taut, sticky anchor lines, the thread breaks free from the ground and springs upward, hoisting the struggling victim into the air. Trapped and suspended, the prey has little chance of escape. The spider, which usually hangs upside down within the tangle, quickly senses the vibrations and descends to deal with its captured meal, wrapping it in silk before delivering a bite. This family includes one of the most infamous spiders in the world, the black widow. The female, easily identified by her shiny black body and the distinctive red hourglass marking on the underside of her abdomen, possesses a potent neurotoxic venom. While her reputation is fearsome, the black widow is a shy and reclusive creature, preferring to hide in dark, cluttered areas, like woodpiles or old boxes. Bites are rare and typically occur only when the spider is accidentally pressed or threatened. Despite the notoriety of a few of its members, the cobweb spider family is vast and overwhelmingly harmless to humans. Spiders like the common house spider are ubiquitous and beneficial residents of our homes, working tirelessly out of sight. They are nature's live-in exterminators, capturing a surprising number of nuisance insects like flies, mosquitoes, and even other spiders, playing a small but significant role in the ecology of our own domestic environments. Suddenly, a large, flattened shadow darts across a wall with breathtaking speed. This is the startling appearance of a huntsman spider, a creature whose size and velocity often cause alarm. Belonging to the family Sparacidae, these spiders are found in warm climates across the globe and are known for their leg spans, which can be truly impressive, sometimes reaching up to 30 centimeters in the giant huntsman. Their bodies are adapted for life in narrow spaces, allowing them to slip into cracks in tree bark, under rocks, or behind curtains. Like wolf spiders, huntsmen do not build webs to catch their prey. They are active nocturnal hunters, relying on speed to run down their quarry. Their diet consists mainly of insects like cockroaches and crickets, making them a welcome if sometimes frightening guest in many homes. Their legs, which are twisted forward in a crab-like fashion, allow them to move forwards, backwards, and sideways with equal agility, contributing to their startlingly erratic and rapid movements when disturbed. Huntsman spiders are notorious for their tendency to enter human dwellings and cars, seeking shelter from the weather or in pursuit of prey. This behavior often leads to frightening encounters, as discovering a large spider suddenly appearing on a sun visor or a bedroom ceiling can be a memorable experience. However, despite their intimidating appearance and size, huntsman spiders are generally not considered dangerous to humans. They are quite timid, and will almost always prefer to flee, rather than bite. A bite from a huntsman is rare, and typically only happens if the spider is cornered and feels threatened. The venom is not medically significant for humans, usually resulting in only localized pain and swelling. These swift giants are a classic example of a creature whose fearsome reputation is largely undeserved. They are highly effective predators of household pests, and a fascinating example of speed and agility in the arachnid world, a fleeting glimpse of nature's raw, untamed energy. Beneath our very feet, a hidden world of ambush and engineering exists. Here, in a silk-lined burrow, lives the Trapdoor Spider. This master of stealth and construction spends almost its entire life in a subterranean fortress of its own making. The burrow is meticulously excavated and lined with a thick layer of silk, which helps to prevent collapse and maintain a stable temperature and humidity. But the true marvel of this structure is its entrance, a perfectly camouflaged and tightly fitting door. This door, a beveled plug of soil, silk and vegetation, is a masterpiece of natural engineering. It is hinged on one side with silk and fits so perfectly into the burrow's opening that it becomes almost invisible when closed. The spider can hold the door shut from the inside with surprising strength using its fangs and claws, making it incredibly difficult for predators like wasps or scorpions to force their way in. It is a near impregnable sanctuary, hidden from the dangers of the world above. From within this fortress, the spider hunts. It will sit just beneath the closed door, often with its front legs touching the underside, waiting. It has placed a network of silken trip lines radiating outwards from the entrance. When an unsuspecting insect or other small arthropod walks across one of these lines, the vibrations are transmitted down to the waiting spider. This is the signal to strike, the trigger for the ambush that gives the spider its name. In a fraction of a second, the trapdoor flies open. The spider lunges out, seizes its prey with its powerful fangs, and drags it back down into the darkness of the burrow. Before the victim even knows what has happened, the door slams shut, and the surface once again appears undisturbed. This incredibly efficient, low-energy method of predation has allowed trapdoor spiders to survive and thrive for millions of years, silent, patient engineers of the underworld. In the quiet, dark and undisturbed places of the world, particularly in the central and southern United States, lives a spider that prefers to remain unseen. This is the recluse spider, a member of the genus Loxosceles. As their name suggests, they are shy and non-aggressive, seeking out secluded spots in woodpiles, sheds, closets, and cellars. They are nocturnal, emerging from their daytime hiding spots to hunt for insects, and they spin irregular, messy webs that are used not for capture, but as a retreat. The most famous member of this group is the brown recluse. It is a relatively unassuming spider, light to dark brown in color. Its most distinctive feature, though often difficult to see without magnification, is a dark violin-shaped marking on its cephalothorax, with the neck of the violin pointing towards the rear of the spider. This marking is the most reliable visual identifier, but their eye pattern, a unique arrangement of 6 eyes in 3 pairs, or dyads, is the truly definitive characteristic for an expert. The recluse spider has gained a significant reputation due to the nature of its venom. The venom is cytotoxic, meaning it can destroy tissue. While the vast majority of bites result in little to no reaction, a small percentage can lead to a necrotic lesion, where the tissue around the bite site dies, forming a slow-healing ulcer. This potential for a severe reaction is why the spider is considered medically significant, even though such outcomes are relatively uncommon. It is vital to understand that recluse spiders do not seek out humans to bite. Bites almost always occur as a defensive reaction when the spider is unintentionally trapped against the skin. For instance, when a person puts on a piece of clothing or rolls over in bed where a spider has taken refuge. Their secretive nature means encounters are infrequent, and their reluctance to bite makes them far less of a daily threat than their fearsome reputation might suggest. Understanding their habits is the key to coexisting safely. As darkness falls, the ground comes alive with a host of hunters that spend the day hidden away. Among them are the ground spiders, members of the family Nophosiddae. This is one of the largest and most widespread spider families, yet they are often overlooked due to their secretive nocturnal habits and their typically drab coloration. They are built for a life on the move, with robust bodies and strong legs, constantly prowling the soil and leaf litter in search of their next meal. These spiders are active cursorial hunters, meaning they run down their prey, rather than building webs to ensnare it. Their coloration, usually a dull brown, gray, or black, provides excellent camouflage against the soil and detritus of their environment, helping them to avoid their own predators, like birds and lizards, while stalking their victims. Some species are specialist hunters, preying exclusively on other spiders, using stealth and power to overcome their often formidable arachnid relatives. A distinctive feature of many ground spiders is their prominent cylindrical spinnerets at the rear of the abdomen, which are often separated and clearly visible. While they don't build capture webs, they are prolific silk users. They construct silken sacs or retreats where they rest during the day, molt in safety and lay their eggs. These silken cells are often hidden under stones, logs, or bark, providing a secure haven from the bright, dangerous world of daytime. Ground spiders play a significant if unseen role in terrestrial ecosystems. As abundant predators of a wide range of insects and other arthropods, they contribute to the regulation of these populations. They are the silent, nocturnal custodians of the forest floor and garden soil, an essential part of the complex food web that operates under the cover of night. Their cryptic nature means we rarely see them, but their impact is felt throughout their environment. In the foliage of gardens and sometimes within the walls of our homes, another group of nocturnal wanderers makes its presence known. These are the sac spiders, primarily from the families Clubionidae and Cheiroconthidae. They are typically pale in color, often a light yellow, tan, or greenish hue, and have a somewhat translucent quality to their legs. Like ground spiders, they are active hunters, prowling surfaces at night for small insects and other arthropods, rather than building a snare web. Their common name comes from their characteristic use of silk. Instead of a web, the sac spider constructs a small, flattened silken tube or sac, which it uses as a retreat. These sacs are often found in protected locations, such as a curled-up leaf, under bark, or, famously, in the upper corners of rooms where the wall meets the ceiling. The spider will spend the daylight hours resting within this silken haven, emerging at night to hunt. These sacs are also where the female will lay her eggs and guard them until they hatch. Certain species, particularly the yellow sac spider, Cheirocanthemum inclusum, are frequently found indoors. Their ability to climb sheer surfaces with ease allows them to explore our homes, and they are sometimes the cause of mysterious bites that occur at night. While their venom was once thought to cause necrotic lesions similar to a recluse, modern research has largely debunked this myth. A sac spider bite can be painful, like a bee sting, but it is not considered medically dangerous. Their presence, both indoors and out, highlights their adaptability. They are generalist predators, feeding on a wide variety of small prey, including agricultural pests, which can make them beneficial in gardens and farms. They are a common but often misunderstood part of our environment, silent hunters that build tiny silken homes in the folded leaves and quiet corners of our world, emerging at night to play their part in the intricate dance of predator and prey. On the leaves and stems of plants, a brightly colored and remarkably agile hunter stalks its prey. This is the lynx spider, a member of the family Oxyopidae. They're named for their cat-like hunting style, which involves patient stalking followed by a sudden, lightning-fast pounce. Many species are adorned in vibrant shades of green, yellow, or brown, often with intricate patterns that provide superb camouflage amongst the foliage they call home. One of their most striking features is their legs, which are covered in long, prominent spines. These spines are not just for show, they're thought to act as a kind of basket or cage, helping the spider to contain and hold onto struggling prey. Lynx spiders have excellent vision, second only to the jumping spiders which they use to spot insects from a distance. They're incredibly athletic, capable of leaping from leaf to leaf with grace and precision in pursuit of a meal or to escape a threat. Unlike many other hunting spiders, lynx spiders do not build a retreat or shelter. They are exposed to the elements, spending their entire lives out in the open on plants. They are true ambush predators, often lying in wait on flowers or the undersides of leaves for an unsuspecting insect to wander into striking range. They're also known for their habit of spitting venom, though this is more of a defensive dribble than a projectile attack, used to deter potential predators. Female lynx spiders exhibit dedicated maternal care. She will construct an egg sac, attach it to a plant, and then stand guard over it relentlessly, fending off any predators that might threaten her future offspring. She won't eat during this period, dedicating all her energy to the protection of her young. The lynx spider is a beautiful and dynamic predator, a spiny, sharp-eyed guardian of the garden, embodying the fierce and vibrant life that thrives in the world of plants. In the early morning, when the dew settles on the landscape, the sheer abundance of a particular group of spiders is revealed. Lawns, meadows, and low-lying vegetation become carpeted in countless tiny, glistening webs. This is the work of the sheet-web spiders, members of the family Linyphidae. They are among the most numerous of all spiders, though their tiny size, most are only a few millimeters long, means they often go completely unnoticed until their webs betray their presence. Their webs are not the vertical orbs or tangled cobwebs of other families. Instead, they construct a dense horizontal sheet of silk which can be flat, domed, or bowl-shaped. Above this sheet, they spin a confusing tangle of knockdown threads. The spider itself waits on the underside of the sheet, hanging upside down. This architectural design is a marvel of efficiency for capturing the tiny insects that inhabit the world of grass and leaf litter. The trap works like this. A small flying or jumping insect, like a springtail or a midge, collides with the knockdown threads above the sheet. It's stunned or knocked off balance, causing it to fall down onto the silken platform below. The moment it lands, the tiny spider, waiting beneath, darts up and pulls its victim through the sheet with astonishing speed. The mesh of the sheet is fine enough to support the prey, but loose enough for the spider to bite and pull it through to be consumed in safety. This family is also famous for a behavior known as ballooning. On warm, breezy days, young spiderlings will climb to a high point, such as the top of a grass stem, and release a strand of silk. The wind catches this silken parachute and carries the tiny spider aloft, sometimes for hundreds of miles. This incredible dispersal method allows them to colonize new habitats, and is the reason spiders are often the first forms of life to arrive on new volcanic islands. They are the tiny, unsung weavers who travel the world on threads of silk. At the water's edge, where the terrestrial and aquatic worlds meet, a specialized hunter patrols its territory. This is the fishing spider, or dock spider, a member of the genus Dolomedes. These large, impressive spiders have adapted to a semi-aquatic lifestyle, a niche that few other arachnids have managed to conquer. Their bodies are covered in short, dense, water-repellent hairs that trap a layer of air, allowing them to submerge completely without drowning, carrying their own personal scuba tank with them. Their primary hunting ground is the still or slow-moving water of ponds, lakes, and streams. They are most famous for their ability to walk on water, using the surface tension to support their weight as they skate across it with ease. A fishing spider will often rest on a lily pad or a piece of floating debris, with its front legs resting on the water's surface. In this position, its legs become incredibly sensitive vibration detectors, able to sense the faintest ripples made by struggling insects or small fish. When it detects prey, the fishing spider reacts with incredible speed. It can run across the surface to snatch an insect that has fallen in, or it can dive beneath the surface to capture aquatic prey. Their diet is varied and remarkable. They are known to catch not only insects but also tadpoles, small frogs, and even minnows several times their own size. They are powerful predators, able to subdue their struggling aquatic victims with a potent venomous bite before dragging them to shore to feed. This mastery of the water surface makes the fishing spider a unique and formidable predator. The female also displays maternal care, carrying her large spherical egg sac in her chelicerae, or fangs, until the spiderlings are ready to hatch. She'll then build a nursery web in nearby vegetation and guard the newly hatched young. The fishing spider is a stunning example of adaptation, a creature that has turned the boundary between two worlds into its own personal, productive hunting ground. Our journey through the world of spiders has revealed a group of creatures of breathtaking diversity and astonishing adaptability. From the patient weaver to the swift hunter, from the camouflaged ambusher to the subterranean engineer, spiders have evolved an incredible array of strategies to thrive in nearly every corner of our planet. They are not the malevolent monsters of myth, but sophisticated and ancient animals, whose lives are governed by the timeless imperatives of survival, hunting, and reproduction. Their success is a testament to the power of evolution to fill every available niche with life. Their role in our world is far more critical than we often acknowledge. As the planet's most important terrestrial predators of insects, they perform an invaluable service, controlling populations of agricultural pests and disease-carrying vectors. They are a cornerstone of healthy ecosystems, a vital link in the food web, and an indicator of environmental balance. By dispelling the common myths and fears that surround them, we can begin to appreciate these remarkable animals, not as creepy crawlies to be feared, but as essential allies to be respected and protected. The 15 families we have met are just a glimpse into the vast and complex world of arachnids. There are countless more stories waiting to be told, so I encourage you to look closer at the world around you, to share your own encounters, and to let us know which of these fascinating spider families you would like to explore in greater detail. The intricate web of life is all around us, and by understanding even its most misunderstood threads, we deepen our connection to the natural world.